Today, I want to talk to young men and women who want who are in the dating scene or they are preparing to get into the dating scene. I want to answer a question: how to know if you are ready for a relationship? How can you know? There are certain things which can help you to know if you are ready for a relationship, yes or no. One, consider your motives. Do you want to get a boyfriend, a girlfriend, because your peers also have got girlfriend or boyfriend? Ask yourself that question. It's also important to be aware of what relationship demands. Are you aware of the relationship demands? Are you aware about feeling comfortable expressing your thoughts? Will you be comfortable to express your thoughts to other people, to the opposite sex? Consider other persons. It's not you. There is now another person in the equation. Treat one another space. Are you ready for you not to become possessive? Are you always going to be following your partner where they are every minute, where they are every second, stalking them? Will you be ready to give them space? Will you be ready to offer support to the other person? If you are a violent person, will you be ready to avoid violence? Will you be able, in case a conflict arises, which is very common in any relationship, will you be ready to resolve the conflict? Will you be willing to have even a mediator? In times of discouragements, will you be ready to comfort one another? It's a demand. Are you ready to share confidential details with your friend? Are you ready to communicate directly when there is an issue? Will you be ready to encourage the other person also to have friends? Will you be honest with the other person about your past relationships or sexual activities? Will you be ready to share those details? The third point is you have to question whether you enjoy the person's company. The person you are moving with, do you enjoy their company? Do you enjoy their company? Can you be able to take the relationship to another level further? Can you define what we call defining the relationship, the DTR? Do you feel any commitment? Are you ready? Do you feel that you can commit yourself to that relationship? Are you ready for a commitment? For a life commitment? Or reserving coffee dates and candlelight dinners? Do you feel ready for a serious relationship to get into marriage? Do you feel in this relationship, when you are rejected, can you be able to handle it without breaking down? Or you are going to feel sad and you get to depression and distress? Can you be able to handle rejection? Now coming to yourself, can you practice self-love? You have to love yourself before you love another person. Practice self-love. Do you practice it? What about your interest? How are you going to navigate the interest of the other person? The other person may be having different interests from yours. How are you going to handle it? And finally, when it comes to boundaries, are you going to be able to know your boundaries? You know, relationship, you have got also different lives. There are times in which you want to be alone. Times you want to reflect, do some reflection. Times you want to be with your friends. Your other person may also like to have our own time or his own time. They will not like you to always fall with them. The fact that you are dating does not mean that you don't have a life of your own. So when it comes to boundaries, should you also be able to honor? Will you be able to honor boundaries? There are times for visits. There are times in which you don't get your other person, your other friend, coming to your place. There is also the issue of money, the issue of your account. Your other partner should not force you to have a joint account. You are not yet married. What about staying together? About house rent? You have to have boundaries. And will you be ready? Can you be able to set boundaries and follow them? It's important to set boundaries, and that is the way in which you can know if you are ready for a relationship. If you are not ready to have boundaries, then you better rethink. You are not ready for a relationship. You cannot just be one when you are in a relationship. Thank you very much for listening to me. It's Mutia Lukwago, your family therapist and a relationship coach. Thank you very much. Enjoy your morning.